Yeah, I think now YouTube is also streaming, right? Right. Good morning, very good morning. Right. Breakfast, tea, coffee, hot water, juice, everything. Nothing over, all of you? Okay. So here, aerial photogrammetry part 2 will be going for, right? Today will take half an hour time only, right? We'll try to finish off which one. This is some questions, and tomorrow also we'll be having this, right? And now tell me, these plus classes extra I said I'll be taking now. So at which time should I take? Somebody suggest me the time. Should I take in the morning time by skipping this PYQ series, or shall I take it some other time by continuing this series? What should I do? Tell me. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. if I'll take that plus class. So when should I take this PYQ series? Should I skip this PYQ series for 1 week until those are taken? Special classes. Should I skip that, or after all those classes are over? Same. This surveying only. Then same surveying only. So that extra topics are there, na? As an extra topics, right? Today actually will be the last class in the scheduled one. So we are having which one? This is some extra topics which are not covered, right? To take those topics, I wanted to add extra classes here, right? In the morning 8 a.m. I will add. Okay, no problem. Okay, morning 8 a.m. is okay. And today evening class also I'll try to ask, right? I'll take the opinion of majority people and I'll try to decide. Okay, right. Here if you just observe, right? So aerial photogrammetry. Okay, PYQs after 1 week. Okay, then I'll try to do like that. Aerial photogrammetry part 2, GATE and ESE PYQs we are having, right? So all of you, or you can say some other time I'll take the PYQ series at the time, no problem. So all of you, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it, right? Everyone is ready to crack, all of you? Everyone get ready to crack, right? So this is my profile, you can follow me at which in Unacademy, and this is the referral code you can use, and you can recommend it to all your friends, juniors and everybody. What is the referral code? RP Civil, right? Now these are all the subjects I'll be taking in Plus platform, and now this offer is going on everyone, all of you. So what is this offer going on? If you just observe, what is this offer going on? If you just observe, so this is a 10% price drop will be there, and you will be getting this 20% discount, right? Total how much you will be getting? 30% off on your subscriptions will be getting, or not? Everyone, right? 30% off on your subscriptions will be getting, you can see if you just observe, right? Okay, so this is applicable for which one? You can say that iconic subscriptions, right? So plus subscription 9 plus 2 months, 18 plus 3 months extra you will be getting. And for these iconic subscriptions only, right, what is that you are having? For these iconic subscriptions only, this 10% price drop is applicable, right? This 10% price drop is applicable for iconic subscriptions of 9 and these 18 months, right? So don't miss this opportunity, everyone. Right, now coming to this, right, these are all the differences and similarities between this plus and iconic subscriptions in this offer period, you can say, right? So don't miss this, all of you. What is that referral code you have to recommend to your friends, juniors and everybody? RP Civil is a referral code you recommend. Okay, now so these are all the features of this you are having. These are all the features of this you are having, you can say, these subscriptions, right? What is that referral code? RP Civil. RP Civil is the referral code you try to recommend and you try to use, right, whenever you are using, right? And these are all GATE toppers from Unacademy. These are all GATE toppers from which one? The Unacademy in top 10 from all branches of engineering, right? If you wanted to be your name in the next year slide like this, you work hard and you work smart, and what RP sir and KP sir is saying, you just try to follow them. Okay, that's it. Got it? So PYQs you try to solve, is na? PYQs you try to solve. Always you have to solve PYQs, and PYQs you try to solve, and everything you try to do it. Okay, right. Practice questions you have to do, and you do everything, right? Test series you have to attend, and you have to revise continuously. Then only it is possible, right? Otherwise it is possible or not possible, right? Otherwise it will not be possible, na? Yes or no? You have to be careful, right? So these are the new batches. So July 13th, that is tomorrow, new batch will be starting, and in that batch I will be starting that strength of materials, all of you, right? So there Raj, Lakshmi, HHH. Good morning. So RP Civil is the code you try to use, right? Nikhil, good morning from YouTube, right? Yeah, these are all list of books you will be getting when you are taking this iconic subscription. So these are all books you will be getting in the printed format, you can say, okay, to your home delivered, right? Now those who are those who are unable to pay the entire fee at a time now, so Unacademy is giving this opportunity, right? What is that opportunity, you can say? This no cost EMI option is given with 0% interest, right, on EMIs, right? So now July 27th, new offline batch also will be starting, right? July 13th, new online batch is starting. July 27th, new offline batch will be starting, right? So don't miss this opportunity, everyone, right? Coming to this aerial photogrammetry part 2 we are discussing, right? And we'll be discussing this part 3 also, right? When we'll be discussing this part 3, tomorrow's class we'll be discussing that part 3, right? Day after tomorrow onwards these extra classes will be added, you can say, right? So now coming to this, right, shall I proceed? Are you all ready? Everyone is ready, all of you? Everyone is ready or not? Yes, no? So now so let the answer it 60 seconds time I am giving, because many things are there to match now. Vivek, Nikta answered correctly. What about the others? Anant also answered correctly. YouTube, anybody from YouTube answering? Nobody from YouTube? Nikhil said B. Arey yaar. Reveal the answer. Okay. I'll tell you whether it is correct or not after the poll gets over. Okay. MSN also answered correctly. No clear words. Arey, it will be clear, ma. Shruti, what you do? You just click on this screen at the top. That settings symbol will be there, na. So this kind of this machine, this kind of this symbol will be there, na. Right? So round wala. You just click on that symbol. Yes, na. You just click on that symbol. Then you click on this quality, and you go with which one, this higher picture quality, or you can go with this advanced and you can select which one, 360 pixels above, right? Then it looks clear. Okay, got it, Shruti? You do like that and you will be getting it clear in YouTube, right? Okay, you do that above 360, you, yeah, then you select 720, then it looks clear only, na? It looks clear only, na? Or you just make it portrait, right? So this is your screen, you just make it landscape instead of portrait. Okay, so that way also screen will be visible bigger. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list, right? So what is it, you can say correction for SAG, tachyometer, aerial photogrammetry, baseline, prismatic compass, right? So that correction for SAG will be corresponding to this baseline of this chain surveying only, no? Isn't it? That is for this baseline of this chain surveying only, no? And overlap, where the overlap concept will come into picture. In case of this aerial photogrammetry only, that overlap concept comes into picture, na? Is that no? Overlap concept comes. Additive constant, multiplicative constant, right? Where it will come? It will come in this tachyometer only or not? It will come in this tachyometer only, right? So that least count is 30. What is that, you can say, where you are getting the prismatic compass, na? That 30 minutes is the least count you are having, is not? So got it? Which one is matching with that? Right, A3 B4. A3 B4 means option B is matching or not? Yes, 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 correct, MSN, right? W square L cube by this 24 P square N square, right? Yes, absolutely, that is correct. So when n base are there, that is applicable, right? Now, so shall we go on to the next question, all of you? Select the answer. And answered correctly. Right. Okay. This is question number 10, right? This is question number 9, right? Because in the previous class, yesterday's class, we have done 8 questions. So that's why we are doing the 9th question onwards today, right? So now if you just wanted to consider, right, what is that you can say, everyone? So what is that a swing angle if you just observe? Swing angle. So what is the symbol we are giving for this swing angle, you can say? So swing angle is what, right? What is it you can say? Swing angle. So what is the swing angle you can say? It is the clockwise angle measured. What is it you can say? It is the clockwise angle measured. It is a clockwise angle measured in the plane of photograph, right? So where it is measured? In the plane of a photograph. So photograph plane is this one, and let us say this is photo. So this is in the plane of photograph, clockwise angle measured, right? In the plane of which one? This is a photograph. So in the plane of this photograph, from where? From this positive y axis, right? From the positive y axis of the photograph. To the photo nadir point, right? Nadir or nadir, you can say. Zenith, nadir, right? You are having many things, na? Yes or no? Right. Here, let us say this is your photo. If you just observe, just for an example, right? In this plane, one sec. Let us say this is our photo, okay? In the plan, it looks like this only, no? Yes or no? The isometric view of this photograph, if you just observe, right? Yes, no? So now, what is this axis, everyone, you can say? This is your x axis, na? Yes or no? This is your x axis, you can say. And what is that y axis, if you just observe, right? That is your x axis, you can say. And what is that y axis, right? This is your y axis, na? This is your y axis, right? So y axis, right? Okay, if you consider this photo in this manner, na? Yes or no? If you consider this photo in this manner, right? What is it you consider? This is your y axis and this is your x axis, and it is a clockwise angle measured, na? Yes or no? Clockwise angle measured, right? So clockwise angle measured in which direction, you can say? That is your to the nadir point, na? Yes or no? To the nadir point, right? What is it a nadir point, you can say, if you just observe? What is that nadir point, right? This is your positive y axis and this is your negative y axis. This is your positive x axis and this is your negative x axis, na? So nadir point is nothing but your bottommost point, na? So let us say this is the bottommost point of this photograph. Yeah, zenith point means highest point, you can say, right? Zenith point means highest point, and nadir means what? This is the lowermost point, you can say, right? Bottommost point, if you just observe, right? So bottommost point of this photograph, if you consider, let us say this is the bottommost point, right? With respect to this, so what is that you are having, right? Connecting this principal point, right? Like this it is there. So now what is that you are considering, right? Up to this nadir point, na? So this is your nadir point, means, right? What is it you can say? This angle will be taken as your swing angle. Okay, got it? This angle will be taken as your swing angle, right? That angle will be taken as your swing angle, and automatically what happens, right? This will be your rotation, na? Photo will be rotated by this theta angle, na? Obviously this is that, yes, right? Up to this nadir point, right? Suppose if it is asked for the zenith point, means highest point, that rotation angle and this so this is swing angle, both will become same, na? Is or no? If it is asked to the, if the definition is to the zenith point, what happens? Both the swing angle and this rotation angle both will become same, na? Everyone, highest point. Lowest point means 180 degree in the opposite manner we have to go for, na? Yes or no? 180 degree extra we have to go for this or not? Yes, 180 degree extra we have to go for the, if you just observe, right? Yes, now got it? So now what is that rotation angle, you can say? So that rotation angle theta will be equal to, what is it you can say? That is your swing angle minus this 180 degrees, now. Yes or no? Because that swing angle is, yeah, it is not discussed. It is not discussed. Yeah, it is not discussed in our place class. So that's why we are doing this PYQ series now. Yes or no? Right, whatever the points which are covered, right, both together you consider. Okay, but here I am, that is why I am giving the full definition here now, because I did not discuss there. I am giving the full definition here now. So actually this question was very old question, right, Vivek? At present this is not there in your syllabus. Don't worry, you will not be getting any questions from this. Okay, because it was 1995 question, 1995 or 1996 question, right? ESC 1996 question actually it is, right? So at present you will not be getting any question from this. Okay, but still if they wanted to make this one, they will be giving it, right? Don't worry. So I am discussing here now, anywhere whether it is discussed or not, that is important. Okay, so that's why definition I have given here itself, right? You write it in your notes, right, wherever you want. Got it? So rotation angle theta is equal to that swing angle minus this 180, right? So what is it given? That theta is equal to that swing angle is this 230 degrees, now 230 degrees minus this 180 degrees, right? How much it comes to be, you can say? That is your 50 degrees comes to be, now. That is how much you can say? 50 degree it will be or not? Yes, it will be your 50 degree, you can say, right? So 50 degree will be the answer, right? So whenever you are taking up to the bottommost point, right, this is your, let us say, bottommost point, nadir point, you can say bottommost point, right? So then now what happens, if you just observe, now what happens, you can say this angle will be your which one? This angle will be your which one? This angle will be your which one? Swing angle, right? So from this positive y-axis we are measuring in this clockwise direction like this, na? Clockwise direction we are measuring like this, right? Nadir point means principal point to this nadir point, if you are joining a line to that line. Angle to the nadir point is nothing but angle to the line joining principal point and this nadir, right? Nadir is nothing but your lowest point. So this is your zenith point, right? What is the meaning of this zenith point? Zenith is nothing but your highest point, you can say it like that. Okay, so now, so the photograph will be as it is like this, or it will be changing because of its swing 230 degrees. So now it will be rotated by this theta, definitely, na. How much is that theta, you can say? This is your 180, na? So this is your 180. So nadir and, so this is your principal point, and this is your nadir point, and this is your zenith point, right? Line connecting these three will be your 180 degrees, na. So this angle is your 180 degrees or not? This angle is your 180 degrees, and this is your which one? This is a positive y-axis. So from here to here this is your rotation angle, and from here to here it is your which one? This is swing angle. Yes, got it, Shruti, now? Like that. Okay, shall I move to the next question of you? So shall I move to the next question, third question of you? Okay, note it, just note it in your notebook and tell me. Done everyone? Noted? Right, shall we move to the next question? So today's third question, but it is overall 11th question, right? These kind of questions we have solved already. 135 seconds time I am giving. Try to solve this, everyone. MS and Vivek answered correctly. Yeah. Don't write the formula until poll is over. Okay. After poll gets over, you can write anything. You can write answer. You can write explanation also. But when poll is going on, don't write anything related to answer, because other people will use that and write. So no, they will not be searching it. Yeah. Yes. It is very basic question. Already we have done many questions on this yesterday. Shiva, good morning. YouTube, nobody is answering from YouTube. Deepak also answered correctly. Nobody answered from YouTube. YouTube people, yeah. Shruti also answered correctly. Others, any others? Yeah, this is a leaderboard. C is the correct answer. Yes. Anant first, Vivek second, I am SN third. Right? So what is it you are having? An image of this top of this hill is 96 millimeter from the principal point of this photograph. Right? So now to the top means it is R dash. Right? That is R only now. So R is equal to that 96 millimeter. The elevation of this top of this hill is 500 meters, you can say, right? So what is that elevation? You can say, if you just observe, what is that elevation of this top of this hill is how much, you can say 500 meters na? So no, so means that is H dash or H we have to take it. Which one we have to take it? H is 500 meters and flying height is 4000 meters above the rate of, right? So that is capital H is equal to which one? This is 4000 meters you are having. This is ESC 1997 question, right? The relief displacement will be, right? So now tell me that a relief displacement, that a small d will be equal to that RH by this capital H now. So what is that R, you can say? Everything you substitute in the same units, right? R is in which units? You can say 96 millimeter na? So 96 into the 10 power minus 3 meters, right? And into H, what is the H, you can say 500 meters divided by this, what is the capital H? 4000 is not? Okay, so if you wanted to get this in millimeter, you keep that 96 in millimeter, right? This meters gets cancelled na? So the 96 millimeters, right? Final answer will be millimeters only, right? What is the D you are getting? How many millimeters is that answer finally? 12 millimeters. So 12 millimeters, everybody got the same answer, 12 millimeters, right? Option C will be the correct answer, right? Like that. So shall we move to the next question, 12th question, or should I wait? This is 5th question for today and 12th question overall. 4th question for today, right? Okay, solve this. Okay, answer for this question, 12th question. Hundred percent correct answer. Shiva Deepak answered correctly. Do you remember this topic extra we have discussed, right? In GATE they did not give, but there is a chance of giving in GATE. But in ESC they have covered this already. Okay. At last we have discussed this topic, if you remember, that parallax wala. Do you remember these equations? Parallax wala equations, anybody? No? Are yaar. Refer your notes. Just open your notes. In notes everything is there, na? With respect to airbase, that equation, forgot. Right. So this is leaderboard. No, both are different. Ananta first, Vivek second, MSN third, right? These are the topics, right? Airbase is the ground value, end-lap is the photo value. Okay, photo percentage overlapping, right? End-lap is the percentage overlapping of these two photos along the length, right? That is different. This is airbase from the starting of this first exposure. So it is a distance between the first exposure and the second exposure. Na? Both are different. Na? So now, if an overlapping pair, right? Overlapping pair of these vertical photographs, right? So, but this airbase will be representing that overlapping portion on the ground, okay? On the ground, but not on the photo, okay? Photographs taken with 150 mm focal length, right? What is the focal length? You can see if you just observe that focal length f will be equal to that 150 millimeters. And what else is given? Camera has an airbase of this 2100 meters, right? What is the airbase? You can see if you just observe. So that airbase will be equal to that 2100 meters. Now, airbase is equal to that 2100 meters, right? Next, and the elevation of this control point A on it is 900 meters above the mean sea level, right? So what is it? You can say that is H na. That is H is your 900 meters na. Reference point or control point, bottom ground point, and the parallax of this point is 75 millimeter, right? So what is the parallax of which point we don't know, so that parallax is given as your 75 millimeter, right? Then the flying height above the mean sea level of this stereo pair will be, right? How can you get this relation? Flying height capital H is asked, na? So parallax, flying height, reduce the level of this bottom of this reference point, and airbase f are given. So could you recollect any equation that parallax is equal to airbase divided by, right? So airbase divided by this capital H minus this small h into that f, right? Yes, now do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this equation? This is the equation we are having now. So now what is the parallax given? Have you not seen this equation? This equation forgot. This equation is also there, na? This equation is also there if you just observe. This equation is also there if you just observe, right? Airbase, capital H, small h, f, p. Among the given parameters only, right? It's not among the given parameters only, right? This is the equation. Yeah. What is there B there, Vivek? What is there B there in that? Okay, the parallax is which one? This is 75 millimeter. Airbase is which one? This is 2100 meters. divided by this capital H and small h, we are substituting in meters, so everything will be cancelled. Okay. Yeah, that is distance between the principal points, right? But here what is it we are mentioning? Okay, this is your which one? This equation you forgot. You just check your notes, it will be there definitely. That capital H we want, capital H minus this small h is 900 into that focal length is which one? This is 150. Yes, na? So here if you just observe, this is in meters, this is in meters, this is in millimeters, this is in millimeters, right? Can we substitute the millimeters as it is like that? Because that meters in the numerator, meters in the denominator cancelled, and this millimeter cancelled, and here we will be getting in meters only by default, right? So what is the capital H? Flying height of this aeroplane? How many meters you are getting finally? Just check it. How many meters is the flying height of this aeroplane you are getting, everyone? Fifty-one hundred meters you are getting, right? Okay. So what is it you consider? Option C will be the correct answer, na? Option C will be the correct answer, right? Like that. So shall we move to the next question, 13th question? Wanted to note it? Noted everybody? Okay. Shall I move? Right. So this is 13th question you consider it. I'll be starting the poll. Okay, okay. Try to solve this. I'll tell you that equation how it has come, don't worry. In the next question, in the 14th question, I'll tell you how it has come. You might have remembered that equation which I am going to give in the 14th question. Then you can get that equation. Shiva Nikita answered correctly. Shiva, Nikita, Vivek, Anand, MS and Deepak answered correctly. Okay, okay. We asked at the end. Anand, MS and Deepak also answered correctly. Yeah, this is Chota Bacha question, huh? So no, this is very Chota Bacha question. Yeah, that will come in the field astronomy, don't worry. So whenever I'll discuss the topic, it will come. Okay, no need to worry now itself, right? Anand first, the relation between them also will be discussing in the field astronomy, right? Don't need to worry about that, right? Anand first, Vivek second, Shiva third, right? I'll discuss in that topic, right? Whenever we are discussing, suppose if I'll say na, this plus class people will ask again, what? They will confuse, okay? They will get confused, okay? Don't worry, don't worry. We'll be solving the questions of that also, na? While solving the questions of that, while solving the questions of the topic, I'll discuss that, don't worry, okay? No need to worry about it, anything. A vertical photograph was taken at the altitude of which one? This is 1500 meters above the mean sea level, right? So what is it you can say? So don't mix all, okay? Whenever any topic is going on, you ask at the end, okay? Whenever it is there, that kind of question, other topic questions, either you ask at the end, like compass and this one, I'll explain at the end, okay? Not in the middle. Or you just ask me personally, because don't mix this topic and that topic, yes, na? Other people will get confusion, right? A vertical photograph was taken at an altitude of this 1500 meter above mean sea level. Capital H is which one? This is 1500 meters, na? If the focal length of this camera is 20, that is actually 20 meters or 20, okay, focal length is equal to which one? This is 20 meters it is given. The scale of the photograph for a terrain lying at an elevation of this 500 meters is, right? So what is that? Small h will be equal to which one? This is 500 meters now. Don't worry, I'll explain at the end. Okay, MSN and Nikita, your topic, your doubts. Now what is the scale? Scale 1 by s will be equal to that f by this capital H minus this small h, right? What is the focal length? 20 divided by capital H is which one? This is 1500 and what is the small h? You can say 500, right? What it comes to be that 1 by s scale value. So now good morning. 1 by 50, so that is 1 by 50 it comes to be, right? 1 by 50 it comes to be, right? Got it? Right. So next shall I move to the next question of you? So this is also based on this parallax only, 14th question, right? I'll be giving more time, 2 10 seconds time I'm giving, because getting those equations will take time now, so obviously. YouTube people are not answering now. Okay. Nobody answered. %, wrong answer. Okay. Yes, yes, everywhere that capital H term is in the denominator only, obviously. YouTube people, nobody is answering from the YouTube. 7 people are there live, 1 among me, 1. Okay, 6 people are there, but nobody is answering. Shruti answered. Okay. Thirty seconds more time, but still 50% only answered from YouTube. Yeah, that is why I have given 10 seconds. Now, if you want more time, I'll give, no problem. That's why 10 seconds I have given in the starting itself. Deepak, Anant, Vivek answered correctly, even before you asking. Right? Okay, this is a leaderboard. Anand first, Vivek second, Deepak third, right? A tower appears, right? What is it you can say? A tower appears in 2 successive photographs taken at an altitude of this 4000 meters above datum, right? This is 2001 question if you just observe, right? Now, so what is that capital H? You can say if you just observe that capital H is your 4000 meters, na? 4000 only. Yeah, 4000 meters, right? Capital H is your 4000 meters. The focal length of this camera is 160 millimeter, right? What is the focal length? F equal to, that is 160 millimeters. Next, the length of this air base is 300 meters, right? What is that air base? You consider that air base will be 300 meters. Next, Sandeep, good morning. Alright. The parallax of this top and bottom of this pole are 72 millimeter. Okay, 72 millimeter, and this is 63 millimeter, right? 72 millimeter, and this is 63 millimeter. You can see picture steps, right? Okay. So let us say top is A, you can take, and the bottom of this pole is B, you can take, right? So now tell me, what is the parallax of this top point? A, you can take it as this top, and B, you can take it as this bottom, right? Yes, na? So both are different points, na? Bottom. So what is the parallax of A? 72 millimeters, na? 72 millimeters. And what is the parallax of this B? If you just observe, that is your 63 millimeters, na? 63 millimeters, right? The height of this top of this tower above its bottom is nearly, right? So that AB distance you are asked to identify, na? So no. So that means which one you are asked to identify? This HA and HB you have to calculate separately, and HA minus this HB will give the correct answer, or not everyone? Isn't it? So this is your datum, right? This is your which one? This is datum, na? This is okay. Sorry, this is your datum, right? This is your datum, right? Mean sea level. And what is this, right? Okay. This is your which distance, right? This is your ground, hai na, Mara? This is your ground, you can say, is na? This is our ground. This is your which one? This is HB. And what is this? You can say that is your HA, right? Do you remember that HA and HB equations? Do you remember that HA and this HB equations, everyone? Everyone. So that HA will be equal to capital H minus this B into this F divided by this parallax of this Yana. And this equation, is it not the same equation as that of this? This equation and just now whatever the equation I have written, both are same or different? Both are exactly same, na? This is air based, right? Both are exactly same, na? This equation, if you simplify that, you will be getting that. Yes, na? Isn't it? This equation and that equation both are same or not? So it is there in the notes or not? It is there, we have discussed already. Yes, na? You have to be careful, right? So focal length, air base, parallax, capital H and small h. That's it. So now what is the HB, you can say? That HB will be equal to which one? Capital H minus air base into that focal length divided by this parallax of this B. Na? So now what is that you are asked to identify? That height of this pole. Na? So what is that height of this pole? You can say, if you just observe, height of this pole H is nothing but your HA minus this HB. We have to consider like this now. Obviously, what is it? HA minus this HB, this capital H cancelled, and what is it you are getting? So first one, minus of this air base into that focal length divided by which one? This PA. Is now. So plus what is it? This minus of minus plus now. Plus the air base into that focal length divided by which one? This PB. So if you simplify that, right, what is it you are getting? That HA minus this HB. What is that? Air base into that focal length if you take outside. So minus 1 by parallax of this point A plus this 1 by this parallax of this point B, right? So what is that air base given? Is na? Air base is given as how much, you can say? That is your 300 meters, na? Into what is the focal length? The focal length is your 160. So this is in millimeters, right? No need to worry, because P and PB are also in millimeter cancelled, and meters only will be getting, right? This is in millimeter, this is in meters, right? Is na? And what is that? Minus 1 by parallax of A is 72, minus 1 by 72 plus 1 by 63, right? So these are also in millimeters, right? So how much you are getting? How many meters is that you are getting? Tell me, all of you. How many meters is that you are getting, everyone? So that is a 95.24 meters, right? 95.24 meters is your answer, right? Everybody got the same answer? Everybody got the same answer? Right, 95 meters is the approximately nearby answer present. Right, got it, everyone? Soumya, good morning. So shall I move to the next? 15th question. Shall I? I think this is the last question for today. Right. This is also ESC 2001 question only. Shall I start? One 20 seconds time I'm giving. Try to solve this. Anybody from YouTube? This answer? Yeah, Nikita, get ready with your doubt from Compass. Is after this question I'll explain those two doubts and I'll go for. Okay. Thirty seconds more time. Soumya Buddhadev, good morning. Joined at the end. Okay. Nikita answered correctly. Right? Done everyone? Correct. So Deepak also answered correctly. Right? These are later about. Anand first, Deepak second, and Vivek third. Right? So these are the toppers till now. Right? Right. Right? So here what is that? A road section of length 1 kilometer, scales 8 centimeter on a vertical photograph. Yes, na? So now what is the scale you can say if you just observe? What is the scale given everyone if you just observe? So what is the scale given? That 1 by S will be equal to, right? What is it you can say? 1 kilometer scales 8 centimeter on a vertical photograph, na? So that is your 8 centimeter divided by this 1 kilometer, na? So 1 into 1000 it will give meters, into 100 it will give which one? This centimeters, na? So now what is the representative fraction? That is scale. How much it comes to be? Tell me. So simply 8 by which one? This 10 power 5 is that scale. Okay, that is what. The focal length of this camera is 160 millimeters, right? What is the focal length f equal to? The focal length f equal to that 160 millimeter, na? Focal length f equal to that 160 millimeter, right? Then the terrain is fairly level, then the flying height will be, right? You are asked to identify which one this is a capital H, na? So flying height you are asked to identify or not? Yes or no? Flying height you are asked to identify, right? So here flying height from the ground is asked or from where it is asked? Flying height from the ground only it is asked, na? So no, nothing is mentioned, means that terrain height is mentioned or terrain height is not mentioned from the mean sea level. Terrain height is not mentioned from the mean sea level. So what is the scale? That 1 by S will be equal to, right? 1 by S will be equal to which one? 1 by S will be equal to that F by this capital H minus this small h, na? So that capital H minus this small h is only asked or not? So what is this you can say? That is your 8 by 10 power 5. Scale 1 kilometer on this ground is shown as 8 centimeter on the photo. Then what is the scale? Photo distance by this ground distance is only scale, na? So no. Photo distance 8 centimeter by this ground distance is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer into 1000 will be 1000 meters. Okay. But you convert it into centimeters, means multiply this meters value with 100. Then it will be converted into centimeters. Right? Got it? So 8 by 10 power 5 equal to, right? What is it? Can say focal length is 160 into the 10 power minus 3 divided by how much you can say? capital H minus this small h, right? Flying height from the ground, na? So what is it? Capital H minus this small h you are getting? Flying height from the ground. How many meters is that you are getting, everyone? How many meters is that you are getting, all of you? meters, 2000 meters, right? So here it is not mentioned in the question that flying height from the ground, but still it is to be self-understood, na everyone? It is to be self-understood or not, all of you? It is to be self-understood, right? It is to be self-understood if you just observe, right? Is it clear? It is to be self-understood, you can say, if you just observe, right? Got it, everyone, right? Now, so if you are willing to enroll for this new batch which is showing, which is starting from now onwards, tomorrow onwards, so you can just click on this enroll and you will be getting enrolled. Okay, right? Yeah, tell me what are your doubts, MSN? Yeah, but altitude is different and longitude is different actually. Okay, okay, first I'll go with the compass. Suppose if you are taking this line AB, okay, so now progress of this work is in which direction? Progress of this work is from A to B, na? Okay, so progress of this work is from A to B. Suppose if the bearing is measured, right, Nikita, if you just observe, suppose if the bearing is measured at A, that is called as your forebearing, right, at the starting point in the progressive direction, right? This is your north and this is your which one? This is your forebearing of this line AB. Okay, so at the starting point in the progress direction of this curve it is measured, na? This is your forebearing, right? Not backside and foresight. Are you going to ask forebearing and backbearing? Not foresight and backside, right? Yeah, yeah. Forebearing and this. Yeah, tell me. Backside, where is that backside will come? Backside will come in the leveling, na? Yes or no? This is forebearing, you can say. Okay, I'll explain both backside and this forebearing. Oh, this is okay. This is which one? This is which one? This forebearing, right? So now if you are taking for the same AB line only, yeah, whenever you are getting, right, whenever you are taking the angle in the reverse direction, right, so bearing at this B if you are taking, na, so that is your back bearing of this line, right? This angle will be, that is your back bearing of this which line? This AB, you can say, right? That is back bearing. Now whenever it is a back sight means, right, you are having this level, okay, or theodolite, whatever it is, and this is your benchmark or any point of known reduce level, whatever that site you are taking now, whatever the site you are taking on this benchmark, that is called as your back sight. Okay, got it? Got it? Back sight is nothing but your, it is just the staff reading value. It is in meters staff reading value. Back bearing is the angle, right? Both are different, right? This is angular value, that is staff reading value. Okay, clear na, Nikita? Your doubt? So this is from level, that is from which one? This compass, right? Now, so if you just observe MSN, your doubt is altitude, na? Yeah, first reading, first site taken on this at any instrument station, right? So if you just observe, so this is your universe, na? If you just observe, right? Okay, this is your universe or not? MSN, and this is your horizon, right? This is your horizon, right? This is your horizon. So where is your star present? If you just observe, you can say this is your horizon, and let us say this is your star. Okay, this is how you will be having this cardona. This is your horizon, means a horizontal, you can say, and this is where your star is present. Let us say, just for an example. Okay, this is your star, yes. Okay, and with respect to this horizontal, with respect to this horizon, right, what is that angle it is making, right? Earth will be considered here, na? Earth will be considered as the center of this entire universe, na? Yes or no? Do you remember that? In that field astronomy, we'll consider like that, right? We'll take this earth as the center of this entire universe, right? All celestial bodies are assumed to be that celestial sphere, so they will struck up in the celestial sphere, right? Do you remember that? Do you remember that conditions, Amazon? Yes, no? Right. Okay, this is what you are having, you can say. Okay, we'll draw it up to this point. This is your horizon, and that is backside, you can say. That is backside, okay? So with respect to this, right, with respect to this center, right, with respect to this horizon, it is that star is making some angle, you know? That is your that star is making some angle, right? And this is your altitude angle, okay? With respect to this horizon, at how much angle if you go, that star location will happen, right? This is your horizon, okay? This is your horizon, yes, no? And there is star is present. If you go by how much angle, you will be intersecting the star, right? This is your altitude, okay? This is your altitude. Got it? What is the meaning of this altitude angle? Got it, Emerson? Altitude, right? So now if you just observe, right? Now if you just observe, right? And what is that a longitude, right? You are asking this longitude, na? West side, east side, if you are measuring, na, that is that is which one is a longitude, you can say, right? Whenever you are having this earth, right? This is what we will use in this GPS. Now this longitude, latitude we will use in this GPS. Right. So here if you just observe it, we will be having this is your north pole and this is your south pole. Yes, no? Arre Baba. So here what is that you can say is, right, with respect to this center, right? So this is your which one? This is 0 longitude, na? Yes, this is 0 longitude, right? This is east west side latitude, okay? East west side latitude, and the north south side it is which one? This longitude, okay? You know it, okay? Yeah, east west wala parallel to east west, those lines will be which one? These are latitudes. Parallel to this north south, those are your longitudes, right? Yes, now got it? Okay, shall I close the session? So I'll be closing the session. Thank you all of you. Thank you everyone, right? Have a good day.